such a sweet boy, but I'm trying to make a video. Come on, man. Hey, Snarky Guy here. Hey, I asked you guys recently to give me any question at all on social media, no holds barred, and we're gonna answer them rapid fire style. This is 10-second interview. Let's go. What is the most significant lie you've told recently? Like, totally farted in my 6th grade English class, and I blamed it on another student. They totally bought it too. They were all accusing. When did you have your first crush? We're talking about the orange soda, right? And I don't know, it's probably 4 or 5 or so. Come think I love a crush right now. You can't buy those in Shanghai. At what age did a girl first slip you the tongue? I want to say that was probably my 2nd grade class. I made some snarky comment, and one of the girls waiting in the milk line went at me. What is the most unusual piercing you would consider getting? Prince Albert would be the most unusual piercing I would consider getting. Although I hear you totally have to sit down when you go pee, 'cause it's pretty much like, you know, putting your thumb over a garden hose. Dude, come on. Speaking of unusual piercings, I pierced my nipple there, boy. Yeah. Do you have any tattoos? Yes. Do you smoke in bed? I don't know, I've never looked. I'm told I'm great, but I've never looked to see if I smoke or not. Have you ever stood up to a bully? 3rd grade, the school bully cornered me on top of the monkey bars, and I decided just to stand my guard, so I balled up my fist, and I punched her right in the mouth. And then everyone afterward is like, oh, you can't punch a girl. Have you ever been cheated on by a lover? Absolutely. I was playing Monopoly with my wife. She rolled a 9, a 5, and a 4, and yet she somehow managed to land on free parking. I call cheating. Do you ever do anything with your wife's underwear she doesn't know about? I do. I wash them. If you could bring back one person from the dead, who would you bring back? Ronald Reagan. I mean, granted, we have to abolish a 22nd Amendment dealing with the president exceeding 2 presidential terms. And then there's a whole thing of him being a zombie and, brains, Gorbachev, tear down that wall. Who is your favorite Disney princess? Princess Leia. Hands down. If you could, what would you change about your first kiss? I would say I would have it rather been Rock and Roll All Night instead of Detroit Rock City. I mean, that's what I would change about my first kiss. We're talking about the rock band, right? What is a weird thing that you love? Sour cream. I would totally bathe myself and smather all over myself if I could. That stuff's wonderful. Mention something that bothers you every day. Shanghai Metro, every time you queue up, there's always going to be some little old lady who gives you a little elbow check right in the chops, and she'll just cut right in front of you every single day. Got my eye on you, Granny. What is the longest you've ever gone without taking a shower? And if I tell you that, this interview's probably over. Tell us about something embarrassing that has happened to you inside a public toilet. I just had to find a toilet immediately, so I ran. The only toilet I could find was this old, dilapidated toilet that hadn't been cleaned since Nikita Khrushchev was in office. So I ran in there. There's no doors on the stall walls, and so I just dropped trowel, and I'm going, and there's some teenagers walk in, and they're just kind of, give me a look like, oh, you put together the same way we are, and they're all, taking photos of me, while I'm taking a jolly poo, and I'm just like... That was kind of embarrassing. What is the last thing you read printed on a t-shirt that made you laugh? It wasn't actually a t-shirt, it was a hat. It was an old lady had a hat that said, "We'll take it in the pooper." Do you and your wife see eye to eye on most matters? She's 3'11", I'm 5'8", so no. Oh, wait a minute, you meant... Yeah. Have you ever been caught pleasuring yourself? Yeah, once my wife caught me with a whole pint of ice cream. Chocolate. Have you ever sent or received explicit photographs? Aren't all photographs explicit? Isn't that the nature of photographs, is that they're explicit and they show details? Have you ever cheated on a significant other during a relationship? I have. Playing Battleship, I one time stacked all the boats on top of each other, so no matter what, unless she read E 1 through 5, there's no way she's sinking my battleship. Have you ever been arrested? No. Almost, but no. Have you ever been convicted of a crime? No. Do you believe in aliens? Technically, I live in China, and I'm not Chinese, so I am an alien. Take me to your leader. You ever bought like a 2-liter pop, and you hold up and said, take me to your leader? How many push-ups can you do? Are we talking about the exercise push-ups, or like those little orange ice cream push-ups you get from the ice cream truck? It doesn't matter either way, I'm about 10. What is your favorite Chinese food? Dude, I live in Shanghai. It's all Chinese food here. Having said that, they say the people of Shanghai can eat anything on 4 legs except a table. Do you prefer a hot or cold shower? Both? I mean, that's why you can kind of mix the water in the little selector there. So you have a little bit hot, a little bit cold. Cold showers, who wants to freeze their shalobies off? And, as far as hot water, if it's straight hot water, I guess that alleviates the whole need to shower. Because you just kind of like burn the outer layer of skin off. Ooh, I'm fresh. But I kind of like both. If you won $1 billion in the lottery, what is the first thing you do? Pay taxes. Because otherwise, you're just going to go to jail. That's what happened to Richard Hatch, the first survivor, right? Didn't pay taxes on the money you won, and off to jail, man. It's death and taxes. You can't avoid them. Well, hey, I appreciate you guys joining me for 10-second interview. As always, never forget your can of sardines. You never know when they'll come in handy.
This poor suggestion was brought to you by SnarkyGuy.
Make sure to stay frosty, and we'll see you next time. It's a date. And we've reached the end of the video, which means you have several options. You can either smack that subscribe button, thus never again miss another SnarkyGuy video. Absolutely hit the bell so you can get notified, of course. You can also hold your next door neighbor down and lick them profusely. I don't recommend that without an invitation. Or you can click on some SnarkyGuy videos on the right and try binge watching for the rest of the evening instead of doing whatever you should be doing.